I'm speaking with the Voice finalist Sarah Di Bono today about her new single No Shame and album of the same title, plus her journey as she progressed to the finals of The Voice. Sarah, 20, from Melbourne, scored a debut number 4 on the ARIA charts with her original song Beautiful. She also has 5 songs on the ARIA singles charts as well. G'day, Sarah.
Hello.
How are you doing? You must be exhausted being such a superstar now.
Oh, life is crazy, but what's life when it's not crazy? It's been good.
I wanted to ask you, do you recall the first time that you realised you could sing and that you actually enjoyed performing as well?
I've been singing since a very early age. I remember you do show and tell when I was just in prep, and I used to go and sing songs to the class instead of telling my class about the weekend, and that was when everyone realised that I needed to do something with singing.
I read a bit that you're also a primary school teacher. If this is the case, I bet the students never miss a lesson anymore.
Yeah, I miss my students so much. Hey, I used to, before The Voice, I used to teach at different primary schools teaching music, so unfortunately I don't have time to continue doing that at the moment, but I definitely do miss my kids.
Tell us about growing up in Melbourne, because you didn't have what many would describe as a privileged road to success. I'm guessing there were some tough years in the past?
Yes, everyone would know my story, my early teen years. It wasn't so easy. I'd been bullied. That's when I wrote that song Beautiful, when I was coming out of that, and I changed schools going into VCE. But yeah, even just growing up, I worked very hard at music and my studies so that I could get scholarships to pursue singing lessons and continue with that. So yeah, I've worked very hard my whole life, so I'm very proud to be where I am.
Yeah, because being bullied at such a young age, as many of us know, could last a lifetime, where people say, all right, it's true, I'm not good enough, I'll never be anything. But what an amazing turnaround for yourself.
Yeah, you've just got to, believe in yourself. It's tough, and life isn't always easy, but that's what makes you appreciate the good times.
Now, you'd been performing with a covers band prior to appearing on The Voice. Had any of those live performances that you'd done previously prepared you with what to expect when you performed live on The Voice?
Yeah, well, I've been performing pretty much all my life. Obviously not to such massive crowds as of The Voice. However, I was with my corporate band Snag before The Voice, and yeah, we would play everywhere, sporting events, weddings, all different types of functions, and I was quite used to having to learn new songs in just a couple of days. So coming onto The Voice, that prepared me a lot. I'm glad that I had that experience behind me.
Your new single, No Shame, and also the album of the same name, that will be released on July 13th. Tell us a little bit about this new single and also the album.
Yeah, so my new single, No Shame, I'm loving it at the moment. It's a song that is about being different and making that okay, and it's about being original and being ready for life. Ready Machete, Watch Me Fly, it's a really fun track, and my album comes out July 13th. That'll have all the songs from The Voice on there, plus 2 covers, Burned by Usher, Warwick Avenue by Duffy, and of course my new single, No Shame. And
you do like to describe your sound as a fusion of soul and R&B. You list Alicia Keys, Jessie J, you just mentioned Usher, also Whitney Houston is amongst your favourite artists. Would someone who's looking to purchase your music, would you describe it as sounding similar to those artists?
I would say so, but, I always like to put my own Sarah Di Bono twist to things. I'm definitely very pop as well. I love Katy Perry, obviously, and Jessie J, and as you said, Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is my all-time favourite artist. As any artist would, I have many inspirations.
Isn't that amazing that Whitney Houston is your all-time favourite, and she was around probably 10 years before you were born, I'm guessing?
Yeah, definitely, but she is one of the greats. There's no doubt in that.
I wanted to know, with the album, the final result, did you feel you had enough artistic control? The reason I say that is because I speak to many artists, and they, with their debut album, maybe they don't have the control that they would hope for.
Yeah, well, with this particular album, this is like the kind of last, the last attachment to The Voice that I will have. So, of course, it was a very rushed process to get it out this quickly. However, it's the last opportunity for people to have a copy of, all my songs together from The Voice, and you can expect from me in the future to have a lot more time to put into putting together an album of all my originals, and I can write down my own lyrics, my own melodies, and have all my own originals on an album, and you can expect that, definitely.
On another note, can you give our listeners an idea of the process? People like myself who could never, ever sing a note, But what's involved in being accepted to appear on The Voice? Was it a case of a friend saying, "Hey Sarah, I think you should apply for this," and then before you know it, you're up on stage?
Not quite. I was actually approached to enter The Voice. It was a little bit different. A few people like myself were. I'm glad I was, but I know that thousands of people had actually submitted an online audition. If you're thinking of going to the season 2 for The Voice, you've just got to believe in yourself, and if you think you've got what it takes, then you should submit an online audition and see how you go.
Finishing in 4th place on The Voice, a lot of people were shocked, a bit disappointed with that. Did it surprise you in any way?
I think you could see on my face I wasn't expecting 4th. However, I don't think anyone would have been ready for 4th place. All 4 of us are extremely talented and all very different in our own right. We're all very, very happy for Carice. She's absolutely phenomenal, and, you know, from the first time she sang at the blind audition, I think not only myself but everybody was speechless. We're all very happy for her. I've had some great opportunities coming out of The Voice, so I definitely feel like a winner. Tell
us about that blind audition. Take us back to that time. What was it like for you?
The blind audition seems like a lifetime ago. Coming into the blind audition, I was singing Price Tag by Jessie J, and the judges, or I should say coaches, my bad, the coaches didn't turn around till the very last few seconds of my song, so I was convinced that they weren't going to turn around. So I was just enjoying performing to the crowd, and then bang, they all turned around and I had to make a decision.
And you did?
Yes, it had to be made.
You've got some pretty strong fans and supporters in Joel Madden from Good Charlotte and his wife Nicole Richie. I'm guessing this made a huge difference for you as the series rolled on.
It was great getting to know Benji and Joel and Nicole and his beautiful kids, just such an amazing family. I really am so honoured that I've got to get to know them and work with them, and me and Joel still keep in contact now, so it's been great.
I think you performed roughly 10 times on The Voice. Personally, when you go back to each of those performances, how do you feel you evolved during that period? Were you a lot stronger? Were you a lot more confident?
I think the most challenging performance for me was the battle round, and after I got through that and it came into live shows, that's when I really started to develop as an artist. And you can really tell, I think, from singing at the blind audition to the grand final, how much I have evolved as an artist and a person, and how much stronger I am, even just confidence-wise, even just knowing how to get into your own space and really just take on that performance in those few minutes.
I tell you what, performance, let's talk about this one. You'll be a supporting act for Kelly Clarkson's Australian leg of her Stronger Tour in September and October this year. How did this all come about?
Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I can't wait to go on tour with Kelly. I was just approached again, and I was very, very fortunate and so blessed to have this all go ahead so smoothly, and it was just simple as that. I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet her, and I have so much respect for her as an artist.
I've been speaking with the Voice finalist Sarah De Bono about her new single No Shame and album of the same title, plus her journey, amazing journey as she progressed to the finals of The Voice. In closing, Sarah, what advice would you have for any people out there, maybe around your age as well, who feel they have a bit of talent but they're just held back in life?
You just got to believe in yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't let other people live your life for you. You've got to live your life. If you want to do something, you've just got to do it. Follow your heart and believe in yourself.
Short, simple and to the point. Sarah De Bono, finalist from The Voice. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.